Hey guys, welcome to the Friday night best bets video. I'm going to go through my best bet in the AFL in the Western Bulldogs Essendon game and my best bet in the NRL tonight in the Brisbane Broncos versus Dolphins game. Also quickly touch on the Storm Bulldogs game as well, my thoughts and a potential bet in that matchup if you're looking at it. Starting with the AFL, Western Bulldogs take on Essendon. The Bulldogs are a 14.5-point favorite for this game, and statistically wise here, looking at the AFL bet finder for this game, can see that the Bulldogs stand out against the Bombers in almost every key statistic, both in attack and defense. The Bulldogs being rated top 5 in the league in most attacking categories, where the Bombers in the second half of the league in majority of stats there. And then defensively, the Bulldogs definitely top 6, top 8 side in most categories, where the Bombers are bottom 4 side in most categories defensively and conceding almost 100 points per game on average. Also, from a possessions perspective, Western Bulldogs dominate this category, racking up a lot of the ball, which doesn't always amount to winning games and, putting up scores, etc. However, they have been very efficient. Ranked number 2 in goals per inside 50 in attack and number 7 in disposals per goal. Probably could improve their scoring shots per inside 50. However, I think that number is slightly low just because they have been accurate in front of goal. And from a defensive efficiency perspective, ranked top 6, top 7 in the league. So all the numbers point to the Bulldogs winning this game and winning it fairly comfortably. So with that in mind, I'm happy to take the minus 14.5 at $1.90 at Sportsbet. Think the Bulldogs win this game and win it fairly comfortably. They lost by a small margin to the Cats last week, and I think can bounce back here against the Bombers. For a side they have a really, really good record against. They've won 9 of the past 10 against Essendon, covered 7 of the past 8. The last 3 have all been by fairly big margins, winning most of those games by at least 30 points. So I like the Bulldogs to get it done and get it done pretty easily there in the Friday night game in the AFL. Then over in the NRL, the early game is the Storm versus Bulldogs. Storm are big favorites here, minus 17.5, minus 18.5 at some places. Expect the Storm to win. I don't think there's any value at all in that line. I'd even add, close to that 20 mark, I'd definitely be leaning towards the Bulldogs at that number, but there are quite a few changes for the Bulldogs coming into this game. But Storm should win. I probably also wouldn't be including the Storm in multis or anything like that at the $1.10. From a potential bet in this game, I did look closely, kind of similar line of thinking to the Knights Roosters game, and looking at the under team total for the first half for the Storm. I've set it 14.5, 15.5 most places. Still probably just a touch low because the Storm can score really quickly, and the Bulldogs just give up a few too many line breaks for me to be completely comfortable in taking that play. You can see they're ranked 13th in the league. 13th in the league for line breaks conceded. And that's just not really an ideal situation for taking an unders for their opponent. But I did really consider the Storm team total under in the first half there. But I'm just going to let that game go around without a bet. But did lean on that, and also did lean towards the Bulldogs at the plus 18.5, because that is a very, very large line in the NRL. Then the later game in the NRL on Friday night, Broncos versus Dolphins. This is a really, really good game. Dolphins on top of the ladder. Broncos are in need of a win the way they're traveling this season. I got 2 really good attacking sides going up against each other. Dolphins ranked 2 in points conceded at 28. Broncos ranked 5th at 24 points a game. Both sides are in majority of categories here in attack, a top 8 side. And then defensively, the numbers slightly favor the Dolphins. They're ranked slightly higher in most categories compared to the Broncos. So with that in mind, I don't think that the Broncos are deserving to be as big a favorites as they are, especially with Reynolds out of the lineup. But there is a lot of motivation for the Broncos to win this game, and they did win both games against the Dolphins last season. However, the bet I'm going to play in this game is based off the Dolphins scoring, and I'm going to take the Redcliffe Dolphins team total over 17.5. That's $1.80 at Ladbrokes, also at Ned's, as they have the same odds forever, I think. The Dolphins, as I said, ranked number 2 in attack, averaging 28 points a game, and the Broncos ranked 12th in points conceded, averaging 23.6. Obviously, both those factors alone point to the Dolphins being able to cover this line. But the other thing I also like, and the reason why I feel like the Dolphins are a big chance of covering the spread in this game, is the Broncos meters conceded per play. Ranked 15th in the league, averaging 9.2 meters conceded. For the Dolphins side, who's ranked third in meters per play, they should be able to run the ball up the field very, very easily and put themselves in a lot of scoring positions. Add to the fact they make the least errors in the league as well. They're not going to constantly be giving over possession at key points to be able to build that pressure down that end of the field. So they should have plenty of try scoring opportunities, and ideal situation is we get 3 converted tries to clear this line. But either way, I think they should be able to score 4 tries and go over the 17.5. So the two main bets that I'm having for Friday night, the Dolphins over 17.5, and then the Western Bulldogs minus 14.5 against Essendon in the AFL. If you're following along, good luck. I'm going to be posting more videos with my bets right across the weekend. So make sure you're subscribed, have notifications on so you don't miss any bets this weekend. And I'll be posting them right throughout the season to share what I'm betting to help you guys make more money betting on the football this season.